Hi, loves. Medium Michaela with the Christ Paintings Writing Academy. And today, loves, is our first class that we're doing live on Zoom, later to be published on YouTube for those that could not be in attendance. Today, love, we're talking about Ascension symptoms and more for the collective consciousness. So today, loves, can everybody see us okay? Hold on. There we go. Can everybody see okay? Can everybody hear us okay? All the important links that you need will be in the comments below. Only if you feel the call to donate, you can do that, loves. Okay? Take what resonates and leave the rest, loves. But today, loves, we're going to talk about, hi, sis, how's it going? We're going to talk about the ascension process and what this means for all of you as a collective consciousness. But first, we're going to do our usual protection prayer for all of you, and then we'll get started. You can do this with us or however you wish. Everybody ready, loves? First, I call upon Archangel Michael, or Christ Michael, to place your multi-layer shield of peace, light, love, truth, oneness, and divine protection within and around the mind, body, and spirit of myself, Michaela, and all brothers and sisters who come in contact with this session today. Next, I call upon Archangel Zadkiel to transcend and transmute any and all negative entity energies of darkness away from the body, mind, and spirit of myself, Michaela, and other brothers and sisters who come in contact with this live stream. As I do not consent, do not consent, do not consent. Next, I'll call upon Father, Mother, God, the Prime Source Creator, to abide within me, around me, within the body, mind, and spirit of myself, Michaela, and those that are in conjunction with me, brothers and sisters upon this planet that are watching this live stream. With your light, love, peace, oneness, guidance, and protection to be within and around the mind, body, and spirit. Next, I'll call upon Yeshua the Christ for your light, love, peace, oneness, wisdom, and divine protection to sustain the mind, body, and spirit of myself, Michaela, and all brothers and sisters of ours upon this planet who are watching this live stream. Next, I will call upon your beautiful wife, Miriam of Magdala, for your love, light, peace, and oneness, and wisdom, and divine protection to be within and around the mind, body, and spirit of myself, Michaela, and those brothers and sisters who come in contact with this live stream. Next, I will call upon Archangels Gabriel and Michael and Raphael for your healing, light, love, oneness, truth, guidance, and protection to be within and around the mind, body, and spirits. Next, I call upon the energy frequency of the burdock plant to transcend and transmute and heal all negative entity energies from the body, mind, and spirit of myself, Michaela, and all brothers and sisters who come in contact with this live stream. And last but not least, I call upon the energy of the spirit quartz crystal to abide with me, Michaela, and all brothers and sisters upon this planet who are watching this live stream for extra protection, light, love, peace, and truth. And so it is. In the name of Yeshua, the Christ, it is done. How's everybody feeling? Can everybody hear me okay?
Can we talk?
Of course you can.
I can hear you.
Of course you can. So tonight, loves, we're going to talk about how the ascension process is going for most of you, because most of you are having symptoms within the body of physical pain, emotional pain. You are not sleeping well, bizarre sleep patterns, bizarre dreams, etc. And this is all part of the ascension process of your soul's evolution to 5D consciousness. If that makes sense, loves. Some of you, it will affect in different ways, depending on the soul, depending on how brothers and sisters choose to be affected by it. But most of you are going to be affected by it in the physical sense, because your body is having to readjust and realign to a different frequency vibration. Now, the ascension process is not a physical ascension of descending the body and leaving the body. This is a vibrational frequency process, or vibrational upgrade, loves. So this is why your society would say certain terms to provoke fear in you, as though they wanted to keep you under their mind control, to keep you from ascending, if that makes sense, loves. So is there any questions before we go further, or we just want to give you time to ask questions as we go? And if there is at any time, just hit your little button on the side and let us know. But this is not a construct of fear. This is a construct of evolution. Most of your brothers and sisters of darkness will be leaving the planet, if that makes sense, loves, to make room for more light and love to come in. This is what is going to happen more rapidly now in March 2024. And by April, the beginning of April, like the 9th to the 15th, you will see more shifts upon your planet for the greater good of humanity. More light, more love, and more peace. And if you want to take notes, love, you can do that as well. Okay? So just take what resonates and leave the rest, loves. But some of the ascension symptoms are sleepless nights, are pain within the physical body, whether it be your legs, head, neck, shoulders, all the above. Most of the symptoms are headache and body aches. And this is why we have often said, if you feel called to lay down and rest, do that. Listen to your body. Don't ignore your body. Just because you've often heard us say you are not the body doesn't mean you should ignore the body. Because yes, you are the spirit activating the body, and the body's not real, but while it lasts, take care of it. Because it is a vessel for light and love. And if you choose not to take care of it, then you are manifesting unknowingly problems within the body, if that makes sense. And these problems can turn into diseases and illnesses and discomforts. So this is why we've often said Listen to your body, even though you're not the body and you are the soul or spirit activating the body. Listen to it. And if it tells you to take it easy and slow down and relax and rest, do that. You're not a coward if you listen to your body and focus on what it needs through meditation and inner focus and resting. Because when the body rests, you are gaining more strength within the body. You are gaining more energy. You are gaining more upgrades, if you will, if that makes sense. And this is what the body does. The body sometimes during this ascension will not be able to handle intense frequency energies like this. The energies are very high right now. This is why society is experiencing pain, hurt, discomfort within the body because they don't know how to gauge the frequencies, how to ask for it to be turned down a smidge, just a little. But you have to ask for your body to be guided and fully protected because we don't know unless you ask. Does that make sense, Lev? So you have to be the one to simply say what you need. If you need help, you need to ask. If you need healing from a brother or sister that does this work properly, such as us, you need to ask. Does that make sense? Therefore, when you realign yourself with the truth of you, you often will decide whether or not you can handle these intense vibrations. And these intense vibrations are more intense on the beings of the blue ray, which is the beings that are closer to Father, Mother, God, such as intuitives, psychic mediums, clairvoyant, empathic people are closer because they are from the blue ray, or known as the blue ray star seeds. So that makes sense. So in truth, you have to gauge what feels right to you. If your body is telling you to eat simple foods, do that. You can try something for a little bit of time, and if it doesn't work, then go on to something that works for you. Because not everything is going to work for you, loves. So you have to drink plenty of fluid and get plenty of rest to help with the ascension symptoms. And if you need to, you can take headache medication, such as Tylenol or ibuprofen, whatever is working best for you. But you don't want to overdo it so that you don't feel anything, because you are going to be upgraded regardless whether you feel it or not, because that's part of the process. It is a vibrational upgrade. You'll still be in your physical vessel of the body, but you're not going to look at everything the same way again. It's similar to looking with new eyes. You'll be seeing everything and perceiving everything from a lighter, greater, higher perspective while you're maintaining your physical body. If that makes sense, loves. Is there a question so far?
Can we talk? Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. For me, I think I have been so fatigued. And I think it's in part because living up north, we usually have snow, and it's raining today, and it's been dark and gray and gloomy for days. We've had no sun for a really long time, and when we have it comes out, it just comes out for a few hours and then it's gone, and then the sky is gray and foggy. So I don't know why that is. But it makes you
That is
very
because
tired.
yes, it does. And that is because Mother Tara herself is going through an upgrade as well. She is having to purge all darkness upon her to make room for light and love. So she will do this in the weather patterns, frequencies. She will do this however she needs to. And it's similar to purging something that's not good for the body. Does that make sense?
Right. If I guess it would sure be nice to see the sun, though. You would think that the sun would help purge out things more, but I don't know.
It is partly because of your when the earth is changing and evolving, so does your weather patterns. It never stays the same. It's always consistently changing, consistently evolving into a higher state of consciousness. And a lot of brothers and sisters are not fully aligned with these changes that are happening, and therefore they are seeing discomfort within the body, mind, and spirit. And they're not sure how to deal with this because some of them are seeing different things come up in the head, such as headaches, migraines, etc. And some are experiencing eye problems, back problems, neck problems, entire body pain because they are not sure how to turn down the frequency and ask for help, if that makes sense. So this is why things have been occurring as they are, so that everyone can be aligned in their own awakening, because it is an awakening. It's a death of what you perceived or thought you knew, and a reawakening of what was true within you, the God consciousness within you, and the unity consciousness of light and love. Does that make sense? So therefore, when we say that you are not the body, instead, you can look at it as though, yes, even though the body's not real, but take care of it while it lasts. Have fun doing it while it lasts. Have fun in your life. Experience fun in your life. And then this is hard for some of you to do right now because of what you are experiencing and have chosen to experience, that you've drawn forward to yourself. But everything that you've experienced or going to experience in the future, you have called forth to yourself. Because as Yeshua has said, there is no thing or no one outside of you. You are the creator. You are the manifester. Does that make sense? So it is up to you how you wish to perceive things to be. It is not up to anyone else but you, because a brother or sister may perceive differently than you. You can't change. Only thing you can change is your own perceptions and not anyone else's. So this is why you're experiencing so much high energy frequencies, because there is going to be more cleansing upon this planet, as I would call it, of getting rid of the darkness coming in March. There's going to be a rapid cleansing that no one's going to be ready for. It is going to be a massive one. And this is not to wipe out the whole planet, but this is to get rid of the darkness and help Mother Tara, or Gaia as she's known now, because her name was changed many times as well because of society. But her name is actually Tara, but then they changed it to Gaia because of society. So when these darkness is removed upon Mother Tara, she too will be expressing in many ways, in many forms of your weather patterns, of your energy levels, of your vibrational frequencies. And you may feel emotional, you may feel stressed out, you may feel discomfort and then pain within the body because your emotions is connected to your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is what is causing you to feel so deeply if you are intuitive and empathic. Does that make sense? If you have a sense of not sure what to do or what I should feel, be present with your emotions and ask yourself, why am I feeling these emotions? Are they my emotions or are they the collective emotions? Because if you are empathic and intuitive, you can feel others' emotions. And you will also have times of your energy frequencies are more keen than others. You can also have ringing in the ears, kind of like the phone ringing in your ear, but not the phone. You'll have ringing in the ears. You'll have humming in the ears sometimes. And that is because your energy frequency of the body is being tuned up to the level of consciousness, if that makes sense. So it's like a vibrational upgrade. And if you are a medium, such as myself, your gifts will be turned up rapidly as well. Are we going too fast, love? Just let us know if we are. This is a time that is a great shift for humanity, but we must get rid of the old to make room for the new light and love. And this is what Mother Tara is doing with the help of the ascended masters, light workers, high beings of love and light, and Father, Mother, God, Creator. Because she too is going through some changes. Because we all are in this together. We're all one. If that makes sense, love. So is there any other questions so far? When you have discomfort in your body, it is the simple energy moving through you so rapidly that it's causing you discomfort, because sometimes energy can have the body become blockages and the energy can be rapid so much that you will not be able to withstand the pain, whether it be in the stomach, back, legs, shoulders, neck, eyes, ears. It affects everyone differently, loves. Every individual is different depending on their own level of vibration, if that makes sense. So it is up to the soul and how high their level of frequency is, and their high tolerance for high frequency is, that all these things can occur. Because some of you are experiencing with your eyes, problems with your neck, or problems with your shoulders. And this is because everything happens rapidly. Once it begins, you cannot stop it. Does that make sense, loves? So this is why we wanted to come on and let you know about this, because it's all part of the ascension process. It's symptoms of the ascension. Feeling discomfort at times, feeling high energy all the time, not knowing what to do, having sleepless nights, weird dreams, dreams that you can't make sense of, but you know they're weird, feelings that you can't make sense of because you're emotional, you're crying, you're stressed, you're worried about everything, you're focused on things that you normally wouldn't focus on. That's all part of the ascension process. Not that there's anything wrong with feeling these emotions or working toward feeling through them and getting through them, because recognizing the emotions are not you and you are not the emotions, because the emotions are a part of the illusion of separation. Part of the emotions that you're having and experiencing, whether it's physical emotions or spiritual emotions, it doesn't matter, because the physical part is only associated with the body, if that makes sense. It is not in the spirit realm or your higher self of you, if that makes sense. So when you feel like you need to take a break from your social media platforms because it gets overwhelming, or you need to take a break from your family dynamic, do that. There's nothing wrong with being by yourself. Even though this is part of the ascension process, and other brothers and sisters that are not awakening yet and have not awakened are not going to be in the same vibrational frequency as you are, if that makes sense. So you have to always remember to protect yourself, ground yourself in light and love, and speak the words out loud, what you need and what you want. Because as Yeshua has said, we are not mind readers. We, like beings, are not mind readers, if that makes sense. So when you have discomfort, it is okay to reach out to someone that does healing in the proper way to benefit you most and to help you and to support you. Even if you feel like you have none right now, you do. You have support. Even though your society would say you must do this in order to get support. No, all you need to do is be your true self, your loving, true self. Does that mean others are going to accept you? Probably not, especially if they're not awakened yet. But that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. That just means they will arise and awaken to their Christ consciousness, unity consciousness self when they are ready. Does that make sense, loves? And that is what is going on upon your planet right now. That is why between now, February 8th, 2024, and April, the middle of April 2024, you're going to see a drastic shift in the level of consciousness. And many of your brothers and sisters are going to make the decision whether to stay on the planet and upgrade with us into 5D consciousness, or leave their physical body and go to another planet of third density if they're evil or dark or demonic of any kind. And if they choose to not be on this planet and leave their physical body and go to another 3D planet, it will not be again on this one. If that makes sense, loves. It will not be on this planet. It'll be on a different planet, on a different level. There will be times when your society will shun you once you've awakened to your Christ consciousness self, as it has already started to happen for some of you because of your family dynamic, or they're not awakening, or something you've heard or seen. It doesn't matter. The truth is true for you. Not all truth are true for you because it may not resonate with you from within the heart. If it resonates for you within the heart, It simply means it's true for you. Not all truth will resonate with you. Only some will. Does that make sense, love? So when you feel pulled or called to a certain thing within the body, mind, or spirit, and you focus your attention on it, such as your social media, you are provoking fear within yourself. You are giving social media power. You are giving them control over you because you feed into the social media platforms. You're saying, here, have my power now. Does that make sense? This is
Mm-hmm.
why some of your social media platforms are really dark and down because they're not, how should we say, of love and light. They are of darkness. Every social media platform is controlled by darkness. Does that make sense, love? So therefore, you have to, as I say, pick and choose your battles. What you're going to give attention to and power to. I personally choose to give my attention and my power to light and love, but it could be different for
Right.
all of you.
Yes, staying out of the social media. I have a question though about can I talk?
Of course.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you can hear me, but what about the elderly people, like your parents, if they're in their 80s and 90s and they have dementia and they have no idea about a choice to make? I mean, how will they know?
Before they've incarnated into a physical body, they will have a life contract like all of us do. All souls have a life contract to fulfill. And when everyone chooses their life contract, kind of similar to signing on the dotted line, if that makes sense. So
So,
your parents or your relatives and brothers and sisters that are older within the confines of the body, it's up to the soul still whether to stay or go. Because the soul is what controls everything, not the body.
but they've already
Does that
made that
make
choice.
sense?
Yes, but they've already made that choice before they came here, basically.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
But they can also change their mind whenever they want to.
Mhm.
If they want to stay a little longer, they can do that too. It's up to
Okay.
them.
Okay.
They have to be the one in control.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's just, being around people with dementia and stuff like that, Alzheimer's, it's like how will they know? I don't know.
Even though the physical body may seem like they are not aware, the soul is always aware. The soul is always aware of what needs to be done. But the physical body may not be as, let's say, adequate as it was in previous years because the body is wasting away, but the soul always remains, and the soul knows what it needs to do.
Right. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
It is all up to the soul and the contract that the soul has signed upon incarnating. Before incarnating into a physical vessel, it's up to the soul. Because we all have a divine mission to be here for a purpose and a certain length of time. Even though time is an illusion, time is part of the separation, and time is not real anyway. But you must use it constructively and wisely, if that makes sense. So therefore, that is why we have often said, do not judge another. Because in your time and space, there have been many judging you and your other brothers and sisters. When you judge another, you're also judging yourself. Because we're all one, we're all equal in unity and love, and there is no separation. And God doesn't see anything but his perfect creation, her perfect creation. We all are that one, experiencing and expressing as the many, if that makes sense. So when you choose to redirect your attention from fear to love and light, you will begin to perceive with new eyes through the awakening of Christ consciousness. And yes, there were going to be others that are going to not understand you. And there are going to be others that do not want to understand you because they're not open to it. And there are going to be ones that cast doubt upon you and hurt upon you. But you must, with your infinite free will and wisdom, choose to look past it and see only love. Because only love is real. As Yeshua has said, only love is real. And nothing nothing unreal exists. Only love exists. But it is of egoic consciousness of fear, hurt, pain, struggle, strife, and divine programming that your society is starting to get back to. Your society is starting to get back to the divine part, where your consciousness on this third density planet, which is now trying to ascend to 5D, is now returning into unity consciousness or divine consciousness, equality between divine feminine energies and masculine energies, if that makes sense. To enable brothers and sisters to be equal as it should be, as it once was. Because for several centuries, women in society have been suppressed and pressured and wiped away from certain things because it was the man's place to have a job and do these things for the women because the women had no power. But now the divine feminine energies are coming back into their own power. And that is part of the unity Christ consciousness. If that makes sense, loves. So this is not a ascension that you need to fear. This is an ascension that you need to embrace with love. And you need to recognize when a brother or sister says you will be gone from this planet, it doesn't mean your physical vessel will be gone unless you choose it from the soul's perspective. Unless the soul chooses to ascend the physical body and go back home, then you will stay. And especially if you are of light and love. Does that make sense? So therefore, when you have all these ascension symptoms that has been plaguing you, you can try different various things that work for you, certain remedies that work for you, such as rest and relaxation, meditation, listening to music, or eating a certain comfort food that you may like, taking and massaging the temples, taking and doing healing techniques that we've given to most of you our brothers and sisters that were clients of ours, because you are your own divine healer. It is not someone outside of you. Does that make sense? So when you have these symptoms, this is only to remind you how powerful you are and how high this new vibrational pattern on Mother Tara is coming into alignment with Christ consciousness. This is what is happening, loves. And everyone is affected by this differently. But now is the week of manifestation. So if you want to manifest something, now would be the week to do that. But by March 7th and 9th, you will see a greater shift of consciousness happening within your planet, because more darkness will be leaving. And in April, the middle of April, starting with the 9th of April, moving to the 15th, or the 14th rather, it will come to fruition more. What I normally do, personally for me, medium Michaela, what I normally do when I am feeling discomfort within the body, I normally meditate for a long time with the music of Stellar. She channels Yeshua's beautiful wife, Miriam Amygdala. Her YouTube channel is Stellar 432. You can go there and listen to her beautiful music as well. And when I normally meditate, I focus healing light of the violet flame or violet fire into the infected area or inflamed area. Everyone is different, but this is just what works for me. And I see this flame of light and love get bigger within the mind as it travels throughout the body. If that makes sense, love. This ascension is not, and I repeat, not a physical ascension more so than a vibrational ascension. It will be as a physical ascension for some brothers and sisters who are choosing out of their own divine free will to leave the body. But you cannot control them. You can only control yourself. So those that are leaving the physical body and are not remaining in the physical planet for any length of time because they've chosen it and for a reason. Only their soul's contract would know. And their soul's purpose, and their soul itself in general would know. So again, this soul contract is everywhere, everything, everywhere. Because every being that is incarnate and has been incarnate has a divine soul contract, a mission to fulfill before they leave their physical vessel. So this ascension symptoms that you may be experiencing will not last forever. But those of you that are experiencing a lot of emotional trauma, pain, struggle, and strife, it is only because you are highly empathic and sensitive to others feelings and emotions, as well as their own frequency vibrations. And you do not have to be strong all the time, loves. You can call upon brothers and sisters for help that understand you, that love you, that are here to help you. We cannot do the work for you, but we can help you ease the pain if you choose to call upon us. Everyone is affected by ascension symptoms differently, in a different way. Do not be alarmed by these ascension symptoms, because, as we said, it is only temporary. But the more you are open to letting it happen and going to get healing from a brother or sister that does the work properly, that can help you, the more better off you'll be. Because love releases, fear restricts. When one is in fear, you're restricting your God, goddess self of you, from giving you healing and peace and love. When you are releasing, choosing to focus your attention on love, and releasing and letting go of what no longer served you, you are allowing love to occur within the mind, body, and spirit. You are allowing the correction of the mind to be done. It is not a matter of I'm so and so. It is a matter of Father, Mother, God living through me. Because we're all individualized does not mean any separation. We're not separate. We're all equally representative of Father, Mother, God. But it's how we are programmed by society to perceive otherwise, to perceive that Father, Mother, God is outside of you, but rather it is not true. Father, Mother, God, Creator is within you. You are, I am. You can also, during these ascension symptoms, you can also drink some tea with burdock healing essential oil. Just put a little drop in your tea or whatever it is that you're drinking. Stay hydrated. Try not to feed into negative energies on social media. You can take headache medication if you need to. You can massage the temples. You can reach out to brothers and sisters that are willing to help you heal and exchange healing love energy with you if you wish, because you are unlimited, as are we. And remember, loves, if you feel like donating, all the links you need is down below in the comments. There's the official group link and the donate link as well. Only donate with whatever resonates with you, and take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest. But for those of us that are in the Christ Phoenix Rising Academy, know that we love you and we are fully here to support you and give you comfort and peace of mind. We cannot tell you what to do because it goes against our universal laws given to us by Father and Mother God. But we can choose to love you and be there for you when we are called. And if you want to join the Christ Phoenix Rising Academy group, you may do that, loves. But remember, only those that answer membership questions will be approved for group approval. So with the Ascension symptoms, take it slow. Do not try to overdo it. There's no need to please anyone. Only help yourself through the Ascension symptoms process. Only remember how powerful in love and light that you are. And remember always, we love you all. And we thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts for joining us. I am Mina Michaela on behalf of the Christ Phoenix Rising Academy. And we love you always. And we will be back on Sunday for another live stream. This time we might do a conversation with Yeshua. Not sure yet. But stay tuned as there's more to come. Thank you to all of our YouTube subscribers and our brothers and sisters that are in the group, as well as on here with us. We love you all.